What happened as I dare open a drawer in this game, and it causes causes everything to crash. So yeah. Trying to get back to where we were. It's gracious. Okay. Smells new, blah blah blah. Mirror, check that. Can I? Nightstand. Okay. There we go. That's what happened. I was trying to open that and then it crashed. There's a novel, The Invention of Moral, by Adolfo Boy Carsaz. A hand crank flashlight. It's nothing useful, and nothing that explained who you are and what you've been doing there. Closed. Now we need to do this and name ourselves. And now I don't know what else is going on. Is it closed? It doesn't seem to have a lock. You can see a keyhole. The bathroom is clean, well lit, and windowless, just like the other room. It doesn't appear to have been used. That means it's hygienic. A relieving thought. Oh. A pill cabinet. At the top of the shelf there's various types of beauty products like body oils and lotions. Among the bunch of stuff you find a metal file. This might be of use. Maybe, I don't know. The towels are neatly folded, with a bottle of body lotion next to them. It looks good. Yes, good. Good. Nothing of use here. Alright. Bathtub. The bathtub looks brand new. Probably hasn't been used yet. But it's no time for a bath. There's nothing in the laundry basket. Assuming the clothes and the travel bag are the only ones you have, it makes sense for the basket to be empty. There's some cleaning supplies and bathroom supplies like soap and toothpaste. Nothing here. You what good are you? It's closed. Okay. You insert the metal file into the drawer and opening and apply force. You can hear the wood creak, and just when it looked like the nightstand was gonna break, the drawer gives way and opens. The wood splintered a little, and you can see what's inside. There are several sheets of paper. They vary in design and color, but not in size. All of them have something in common. All of them are called for the youth to join the Begran army. The background behind this is unknown to you. On account of not remembering even the smallest thing about the country, even so, you have a bad feeling about this. What this? Belgian? I'm still. Why is my brain? I guess it's a made-up country. I try to look up. But I can't find anything. The background behind this is unknown to you, on account of not remembering even the smallest thing about the country. Even so, you have a bad feeling about this. 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Between all these pieces of papers, there was a crinkled one. It appears to be instructions. Even so, a small glint called your attention. Keys? Sorry, did I see something? No, I don't think I did. Hey, no, I didn't. I saw nothing. I saw nothing. Inside the open drawer is a keychain with 2 keys in it. Maybe this can help unlock this. Keys are both different in size, so you try the one that appears to fit in the keyhole. Fortunately, the key fits in and you're able to unlock the door. Oh, that's creepy. This is creepy. Oh, this is creepy. I don't like this. I don't like this. Not. I like it. The walls are dull, made of a pale and cold cement. Where were you? Some kind of bunker? At least, it was your bunker. Looks like your belongings are properly stored inside the room. You start to think that maybe it was your decision to come inside this place. Is that a ladder? Down? Room before. Clearly it is the same as before. It is closed. The lock appears to be the same one in your room, but it does not fit. The other one is too small. Okay. Oh wait, I think I remember what this... I downloaded something about something. So I think I know what's happening. Sometimes I enter these games where I'm like, what was it again? What was the summary? And then I remember. I was like, oh wait, no, I do remember. Is there a bomb? Is there a bomb? What is it ticking? Why is there a bomb? Why is there a bomb? Why is there a bomb? I gotta hide. I gotta. This is why we're in a bunker. My wrist. Why is my wrist hurt? I hope I'm not developing carpal tunnel. Alright. It's just a living room. There's a kitchen at plain sight and a door next to it. But something else catches your attention. It's a sound, a beeping. You hadn't noticed it before, but now it was quite obvious. It comes from upstairs. You follow the sound through the hallway. That looks like the same one as the one you saw before. You can hear it coming from behind a door. Luckily, it's unlocked. What is going on? A ventilation room. Sound comes from a control box that's on top of the generator. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's unknown if the sound is supposed to be an emergency alarm. From everything you know, you're the only person inside the bunker. Trying to do something about it might be the right choice. 1, 2. The sound stops and vents in the room start to buzz. I remember the code! You decide to assume the buzz is a sign you did something right. Feeling accomplished for possibly preventing a disaster, you prepare to leave the room. What if I did fuck it up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did do it right. I did it right. I did it right! Although the silence was a good sign, it also leaves a feeling of desolation. No, there was no one else? I'll snap your balls off! Or click! I don't know who you are! It's scissors. It's not really it's not totally dangerous. Suddenly, the person in the corner of your eye, you catch the shape of another person. Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Who? Why? Who are you? I didn't know if I should hit or not. So why? I won't hurt you, I promise. Stranger is a young man wearing a gas mask that's covered the lower half of his face. But for his clothes, it can be discard that he was from a military or medical organization. The young man looked at you with curiosity, thinking only for divert his eyes to his own hand. Alright, I was looking for you here. He hands you a gas mask, just like the one he was wearing. What is going on? Hesitantly, you take it. Why? The ventilation needs to be calibrated. I wanted to give it to you before doing that because of the lack of air can be, well, dangerous. Oh, I think I fixed that. Needed to press the buttons. Stranger looks at you surprised. His silence expresses more than you think. Really? I appreciate it. I'm really sorry. I was nervous for having someone else here. I didn't realize it was decalibrated. Where are we? Who are you? What's happening? I'll explain everything, but first, she's shooting something. You've been unconscious for 2 days. Oh, God. Damn. Your uncertainty was so great, you hadn't even realized how hungry or thirsty you were. Alright. The boy removes his gas mask, revealing a young face with delicate features. I know we're in a difficult situation, but I want you to be as comfortable as possible. I'm Nico. I'm Snow? Nico smiles as he guides you downstairs, where the living room was. He gives you space to move freely towards the kitchen. Sit at the table and wait patiently as he opens cabinets in the refrigerator. You hope you'll at least be able to eat whatever he gives you. I eat meat. I don't give a shit. I have a chicken soup. Well, looks like you'll be able to eat whatever he gives you after all. I don't really have any kind of things preventing me. Like, of course, with health, like, I'm trying to cut down cholesterol. Is it? But regardless, if I was in an apocalypse situation, I mean, whatever. I don't really have any, like, dietary restrictions. I'm not lactose intolerant, not allergic to anything food-wise. Really, just, I'm fine with eating whatever. Kinda. Obviously, I have standards and taste, and things that just make me want to throw up. Anyway. Nico serves you 2 plates and places one in front of you before sitting down on the other side of the table. Yep. He looks at his plate in silence and lightly stirs his food. You watch him for a few seconds. Your stomach feels empty, and it's not exactly pleasant. I want some good chicken soup. Oh, that'd be good. Oh my god. Fat ass. Alright. But you don't know if you can fully trust him either. Nico notices you aren't moving, so he silently takes a bite of his food while glancing from the corner of your eye, as if telling you it was safe to eat, that it wasn't poison. You sigh softly and take a bite. There are many things he needs to explain. You brought me here. Do we know each other? How long have we been here? Why are we... Nico stops moving and looks at you in surprise, but his face quickly flushes and he looks away. Oh, no, not exactly. Did you... No, of course not. I found you at a gas station surrounded by flames. There was an explosion, and you were nearby, so you... What? What are you talking about? Nico looks at you with a doubt and confusion, tilting his head questioningly. You know, the evacuation? I don't know what you're talking about. Nico seems to think for a moment as he considers your words. What exactly do you remember? When I woke up, nothing. I learned my name from an ID card. I don't remember anything. Okay, so he's not to blame for our loss of memories. Something happened. Maybe it's to the explosion that kind of caused us to lose our memory, something like that. So he's surprised, like, you don't remember who you are? Huh. Although he seems incredulous, his voice remains calm. Do you have amnesia? Apparently. Nico's expression changes, this time showing sympathy. I'm so sorry, Snow. You remain silent. Obviously, your condition troubles you, since you don't know whether you had family or friends. Importantly, people might be looking for you, or whether you worked or studied, or if you had any goals in life. But you didn't have to share that with someone you just met. Claude, you explain what's happening outside? Nico presses his lips together for a moment before letting out a discouraged sigh. It's World War III. Oh. I thought it was a zombie apocalypse. Remember? Yeah, I remember that. That's what the summary was. Unless World War III caused that. It's just fucked. It's just fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked. The first to fall were the major cities. The place where I lived too. Yes, it was bombed too. We're almost 2 hours away from there. 15 meters underground. Don't worry, the radiation won't reach us down here. Feel the pressure in your chest ease slightly when you hear that. I thought that you narrowly escaped a nuclear bomb since a chill down your spine. It's okay if I stay. Of course you can stay as long as necessary. If I was that was the summary, right? Unless he's lying to us about it being World War III. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. There we go. I fixed it. Fixed a weird ratio. Remember that? Am I delusional? I think I'm delusional. Oh my god, they're the same person who did Fear Me. Or maybe I remember another thing with Zombie Apocalypse. They're the same person who did Fear Me! The Jeff the Killer dating sim. I looked at their profile. They're the same person who uploaded Fear Me. Made Fear Me. That's cool. Alright. Let's play. The bunker is equipped with everything we needed to survive this kind of catastrophe. Well, that means I was lucky you helped me. Nico smiles faintly at your words. How did I end up here? Did I ask you to bring me? Oh no, you were injured badly, you couldn't speak. Subconsciously glanced at the bandages on your arms. Right, can you explain what happened? I was in the city gathering the last supplies when the evacuation alarm sounded. They had confirmed a strike headed towards Riveros. The people who still hadn't evacuated were hysterical. Then on my way back, I saw an accident at a gas station. I only found you with some burns on your arms, but they're not too serious. I think they'll heal with time. Nico pauses briefly to take a breath. I couldn't leave you there, so I brought you here. Thanks for saving me. Nico looks at you, his dark eyes shining like a deer's. And his cheeks flush, and he shyly looks away. You don't have to thank me. It's the least I could do. You look at your own plate and notice that it's already empty. That's a relief because you won't die of starvation. Unable to help yourself, you yawn. Feeling that finally having answers to your questions have relieved you enough to relax. Are you sleepy? Do you want to go to bed? Oh, It's okay, I'll take care of everything. I'll be more careful this time. Nico stands up and gestures for you to follow him. Although you feel like you should ask more questions. But Nico's insistence that you should rest makes it clear that the day has come to an end. Two of you head into the hallway, stopping at the first door. This is your room. After a pause, Nico looks at you uncertainly. So now, how did you get out? Why? Why do you want to know? Tell the truth, I found the key. Hope you don't mind. Nico looks at you surprised for a few minutes before smiling faintly. No, don't worry, you're free to go wherever you want. Why was I locked inside? In the first place? Why was I locked in the first place? Were you hoping I would just never get out? What was the point? Tomorrow I can give you a tour. Sure things. Sleep well, Snow. I'll be here tomorrow. Nico? Yes? Can I sleep with you? Excuse me? Nico's face turns red, makes you almost regret asking. Oh, this is overwhelming. I don't want to. Nico gradually calms down, considering your words. You didn't want to be alone at a time like this. You wanted the reassurance of having someone by your side. It's okay if you don't want to. I don't know why It's okay. Really? We can sleep together. Well, when you put it that way, I know. I mean, literally, it's just sleeping. He chuckles softly at his words, but he ignores it and heads towards the other door in the hallway. He takes out a ring of keys to unlock the door. Those keys should be able to open everything in this bunker. Nico seems to notice your confused look and avert his gaze as he speaks. The bed in your room is too small for the two of us. You decide not to push your luck or make things more awkward. Instead, you silently follow him into the room. The room is a little larger than yours, with a double bed in the center. It's lovely. It has a nice classic design. Nico responds with a simple sound, setting his keys on the nightstand and sitting on the bed to remove his shoes. Everything, even though it wasn't your intention to, or maybe it was, the atmosphere is somewhat intimate. We get to fuck. I don't know why I felt like quoting Michael Reeves. We're gonna fuck on the Minecraft bed or what? It's not even a Minecraft bed. Anyway. Without thinking too much about it, you take your place on the other side of the bed, at the same time as Nico. The blankets are soft and the mattress is comfortable. Pillows carry a faint scent of wood and grass. Nico remains stiff in bed, fidgeting with his fingers over his chest. Besides that, he seems to be avoiding looking at you. Do you dislike the idea of sleeping next to me that much? No, it's not. I'm kidding, I just want to get a reaction out of you. Sorry, I'm not used to this. Really? With a double bed? I thought you were. I'm still joking. Oh. This guy is easy to tease. You stay silent, watching him for a few seconds. It's comforting to face the end of the world with someone. For the first time, Nico looks at you with a soft smile and warm eyes. Me too. I don't know if he wants that. I'm so embarrassed. Nico freezes at your side movement, looking at you with his dark eyes shining in the starry sky. Snow, I'm sorry, did I make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I just wasn't expecting you to do that. Why not? Well, I'm not. Nico's voice fades without complete innocence. What? You're not what? I'm not attractive. I told you that. I'm no one, but I own a mirror. I'm not tall or skinny. Even my face isn't manly enough. Saying I'm not hot. I didn't realize. Said it again. Oh. Nico smiles shyly. You're right. Describe yourself again. Don't use the word no. I'm strong. It can lift about 200 pounds. Oh. What else? I haven't had a cold in 20 years. You laugh slightly. Nico responds with a smile. You're a handsome man. See, there are things about you that can make you attractive, I guess. Thank you, Snow. You're welcome. I'm not... Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Do this and see what happens. I'm gonna mute my mic. Do this. Hey, Nico. Do you want to continue? Continue what? Kissing dummy. Oh. Nico's cheeks flutter and his lips shiver with doubt. Oh no, you're hurt. You need to rest. Tomorrow I need to... I don't hear you saying a no. Nico stays silent, biting his lower lip. After a couple seconds, he leans towards you to kiss you quickly and softly on the lips. Surprised you stay silent, only to then break into a smile. Student becomes the master. Nico smiles shyly, staying close. You move closer to him, sliding a hand over his neck, pulling him closer to you. Kiss him passionately. You press your lips against his with intensity, making him let out a sigh. You feel his hand resting on your waist, pulling you closer to him. The warmth of his body eases the feeling of loneliness and desolation. The reason I'm blurring, or just not showing, is because I'm worried about Twitch. If I could show, I would. Alright. You softly bite Nico's lower lips, making him let out a sigh. The room's lamp was warm. Light was warm, faintly lighting up Nico's body. His outfit is normal and does communicate much about him or what he likes. But the... but the bulge in his pants makes you notice that kissing him caused a reaction. Nico pulls away a little, puzzled by your sudden pause, only to then realize the bump in his pants. Nico jumps slightly, covering himself with his hands, unable to meet your eyes. I'm so sorry, Snow. It wasn't my intention. It's not that. It's okay. It's natural. Nico stays silent, clearly frustrated. I'll go to the other room. You grab his wrist before Nico even attempts to get out of bed. Or I can help you with that. Excuse me? I caused that situation, so I could take care of it. I don't have to, but I want to. What do you say? Nico bites his lower lip with doubt, only for him to lay down on the bed, the same spot as before. rest at his side, running your fingers over his back hand, trying to attempt to reassure him. It's okay, it's alright. You whisper softly, moving your fingers towards the edge of Nico's jeans. Nico lets out a trembling sigh, closing his eyes under your touch. You unbutton and lower the zipper of his pants, making him shiver with anticipation. You hook his underwear with the tip of your fingers and slowly slide it down. Nico's breathing quickens as you let go of his warmth, and trembles when you put your hand around it. Snow. The mere mention of your name excites you as you tighten your grip softly with your fingers, moving your hand up and down. Okay, alright. I'll be right back. I'm muting, so the only way you can decipher what I'm saying is my mouth. Alright. I think it's fine. Okay. He just came. We were doing this for him, and he came on our hand. Anyway. Alright. Nico looks at the ceiling with a faraway gaze. As a summary for the moment. If you want to see it, basically there's no like dick showing or anything. So anyway. That's why I wasn't as grossed. Not really grossed out. Not really. I could maybe read it on Twitch. I don't know. Not really gross. I don't find 18 plus gross. I'm just not a Puritan. Anyway. I'm sorry, Snow. You didn't. Don't worry. Can I count on you to repay me someday? Yes, of course. So we're good. Nico smiles shyly, then pulls a cloth handkerchief from his pocket and wipes your hand. Seeing the white cloth gives you a sense of deja vu. You have the feeling you've seen it before. But evidently, you had no way to know. Having amnesia when the world is ending. What a bad joke. Nico finishes cleaning and adjusts his clothes, smiling softly at you. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Nico caresses your cheek with his hand. His touch was gentle and his skin was warm. Sleep tight, Snow. You too, Nico. Lights go out and the room falls silent. World War? Atomic bombs? The end of the world? Everything was so unbelievable. The world was coming to an end, and no one is prepared for that to happen. The uncertainty of the future holds for you, keeps your eyes open no matter how tired you are, but the sound of Nico's calm, steady breathing was like a lullaby helping you drift off to sleep. Chapter 2. Spending the night in a place you didn't know isn't a pleasant feeling, especially when you didn't know who you used to be. Were you someone important? Were you someone special? Or maybe you were a bad person. You had no way of knowing, but you at least had a clue about yourself. Nico, that travel bag in my room is mine, right? You recognize yourself from the ID card. But it didn't hurt to make sure. Nico slowly turned towards you while washing the dishes. He had been very helpful, preparing a simple but nutritious breakfast straight out of a health class. I have a dog at my door. Pebbles. What is it? Never do this unless people are fighting. Or there's thunder. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I doubt there's any thunder. What happened? Is there? I don't hear any yelling or anything. Nope, nothing. Are you okay, Pebbles? You okay? You alright? Alright. Hopefully you can hear me from here. He had been very helpful, preparing a simple but nutritious breakfast straight out from a health class. It consisted of dried fruit, a protein bar, and a simple instant coffee. Yeah, perhaps a little too helpful. It was near you when I found it, so I assumed it was yours. You lowered your gaze to your hands, thinking. If you wanted to learn more about yourself, you had to investigate everything you could. Thanks for the breakfast. I'm going to my room now. Snow. Before leaving, you give him your attention. After I check the storage room, I'll have some free time. Would you like me to give you a tour of the bunker? Yes. Sure. Nico immediately looks excited. Great, I'll come get you in a little while. You nod with a soft smile. A small smile. Finding his enthusiasm contagious. You leave the kitchen and head down the hallway towards your room. Even in a place as isolated as a bunker, you were entitled to your own space. You couldn't deny that Nico had been very kind. Spending the night beside Nico had been comforting. Even though you've only met him a day ago, he seemed like a very sweet and considerate guy. He even kissed Nico. Maybe excuse yourself by saying it was a reflex, but you clearly knew very well what you were doing. Besides, you both went further. Of course, you took the initiative and seemed more worried about what you wanted. Luckily, you were on the same page. Yeah.
Are you wanna go now?
Oh, I see. Basically, I guess they were giving the whipped cream to the dogs, and Pebbles is scared of the noise of the whipped cream. That thing.
Oh, yeah, you just want attention.
She doesn't like loud noises. Hates it. When you arrive at your room, it's exactly as you left it. Alright. The travel bag. It's large enough for someone going on a long trip. Yeah, like during an apocalypse, I guess maybe it would make sense. Yeah, you open the bag and empty it onto your bed, pulling out several articles of clothing and other items you have no memory of. Clothes feel vaguely familiar, the kind of clothes that would make you feel comfortable and secure. The clothes are simple. Colors are dark. Yeah, they're kind of clothes you'd wear. On the other hand, there are a few times that don't seem particularly useful. Instead, they appear to hold a different kind of value. Apparently you liked. I guess this would be closed metal. There are several accessories related to it. It seems they mattered enough for you to bring them along during your evacuation. You feel a certain peace on seeing that your instincts match the items in the travel bag. It gives you a certain hope that you might recover your memories someday. A soft knock on your door catches your attention. It's Nico, who, despite his calm expression, is fidgeting with his fingers. I'd like to start the tour.
Pebbles. Was it the laugh with cream?
Hold on, let me be right back. There we go. Considering you'd at least recovered a few clues by yourself, you had some free time. Sure, let's go. Nico's expressions brighten subtly before returning to its usual serious look. We'll start with the upmost level. Silently follow Nico. Pass through the living room before heading towards the stairs off to one side. Then you walk past the generator room. You climb another flight of stairs until you reach a room. For the first time, there are windows. The light filtering through is warm and bright, telling you it's at least midday. This is floor 0. We're above ground here, but this is the most dangerous area. We risk being exposed to radiation, but I thought we were far from the bombings. From the blast, yes, not from the radioactive fallout. When a nuclear disaster occurs, a cloud of radiation rises into the atmosphere and travels around the world. We're practically beneath that cloud right now. Oh, I see. The silence feels cold and heavy, burdened by the danger of simply stepping outside the bunker. Even so, you approach the door. Besides it is a panel with a screen and keypad. Raise a hand curiously, but your wrist is firmly grabbed. Oh. Nico stares at you seriously at your hand before letting his dark eyes meet yours. You shouldn't touch that. It's dangerous. His serious monotone voice is very different from the gentle, calm tone he used before. I wasn't. The words catch in your throat, as though you've gotten yourself into trouble. Nico seems to understand your discomfort and offers a faint smile, as if trying to reassure you. I'm sorry, but I can't give you the password. I know it's difficult to trust someone you've just met, but the same goes for me. I don't know if one day you'll decide to open the door, exposing me and compromising the bunker's containment. I guess you're right. Being suspected wasn't a pleasant feeling, but you couldn't blame Nico for not fully trusting you. Come on, let's continue. You follow Nico once again, this time heading downwards. The next level was familiar to you. This is level -1. The ventilation room and the generator are located here. I manage the air and power supply from here. If the ventilation system fails, use the gas mask I gave you. It's like using the oxygen masks on an airplane. It'll keep you from running out of air. Alright. You look around and indeed, it's the only room on this level. Walls and floors are made of gray concrete, and the sound of your footsteps create a faint echo. Nico heads down the stairs and you follow him. You arrive at the common room, which is pleasantly lit despite having no windows. This is where we live. We have a lounge, a kitchen, bedrooms, and bathrooms. If you want to relax or cook something for yourself, feel free to do so. I understand. You notice Nico becoming slightly uneasy, as if he wants to say something, but is holding himself back. Let's keep going, there are more levels to see. Alright, you follow him without question, silently watching Nico's back as he guides you through the hallway of rooms. Wait, I didn't click this before, right? I don't think I did. Your room and here, your room and mine are here. You already know that. You nod. Each room has its own bathroom, but if you need anything, you can always let me know. Glance at Nico. Despite a serious expression, he looks calm, as though he knows exactly what he's doing. Oh. Descend the stairs, arriving at a hallway with walls just as gray and cold as the rest of the bunker. This level contains the supplies in my office. Would you like to see either of them? This one. Oh, supplies. The first door. Like, goodness gracious, this is a lot. This is a lot of food. Damn. Fuck, man. God damn. Behind the first door is a large storage room filled with shelves of food and canned goods. If you can't find food in the kitchen, you can come here and take whatever you need. But don't take too much, we need to make the supplies last for a long time. Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about it. This is a lot of food, man. You briefly scan the food on the shelves, mostly dried and preserved fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Shall we continue? I think we should continue. Who's this one? Nico? What the fuck is this? What? As you approach the second door, you notice a few bloodstains protruding from it, brushing against the tip of your shoe. You're afraid to ask, but Nico said you were free to move around. If you had something to hide, you wouldn't have said that, right? Allow me. Nico steps beside you, and you can feel his chest behind you, almost brushing against your back. At the corner of your eye, you see him pull out a key ring and insert one of the keys into the lock securing the door. Now you even notice it was locked. If it was a door kept locked and there was blood on the floor, what was on the other side? The door creaked heavily as it opened slightly. Go ahead. I didn't want to go inside, but even if you want to run away, where'd you go? Snow? Yes, I'm going. As soon as you step through the doorway, a chill runs down you. Literally, the air feels freezing. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so you're just doing meat. You're just doing meat. Okay. But how do you get this? But how do you get that, man? How do you get that? How do you get that? Where the fuck is your supplier for these animals? Why did I sound like Obama there? What? This is the meat reserve. That explained the blood. We can survive on what's stored next door, but to keep our supplies from running out too quickly, we need variety. And we also need proteins to stay healthy. Right, but won't it spoil? It can last us for months, so don't worry. Still, these look like whole animals' carcasses. Do you know how to actually butcher them? Yes. Oh, really? Yes, I grew up on a farm. I know how to do that sort of thing. That's pretty useful. Okay, I'm glad it's the first time I'm glad it's a butcher room. Instead of a murder room. I'm glad it's a butcher room instead of a murder room. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad. Wait a moment. Nico stops in front of the door and takes out his keys. He inserts one of the keys and locks the door. This place is a little private, but you can come in. It's not a problem. Nico opens the door for you, and you step inside quietly. It's a normal office, furnished with books, desks, and lamps, typical of a workplace. Why is it private? Oh, Eagle looks away, his lips twisting awkwardly. I keep important documents here. I don't think they'd interest you. That's fine. Nico notices that you're looking around curiously but not touching anything. Of course, it would be rude to snoop around while he's present. Okay, you can go ahead, look at whatever you like. Nico's smile gives you the confidence you need to indulge your curiosity. Is there porn? There's a computer on the desk. You turn it on, but find it's password protected. You glance sideways at Nico. He gives you a shy spot as if silently apologizing. Of course, he had the right to his privacy. Are you watching porn on this? All by yourself, Nico? All by yourself? Do you know I need some help masturbating? Like we did last night. Fuck you. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know. Well, I know what I'm saying because we did that for him. The Dogrim Revolution. These are history books? Yes, they compile the world's military history. I don't think it's very pleasant reading. It's mostly wars, dictatorships, and genocide. You remain silent for a moment before opening the book. You see a map. Dogrim appears to be an Asian country that, after the Second World War, was governed by a world power called Anderton. So I'm guessing not real countries to avoid any kind of political stuff. However, in 1957, a major revolution took place, allowing Dogrim to establish an independent government that later became a dictatorship. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is meant to replicate a certain country. That was nearly 17 years ago. 17. Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, close to where we are. How many countries have had problems like Dogrim's? Many across every continent. Even after the world wars ended, conflicts such as the Cold War, Holy Wars, and wars over resources continued. On top of that, former colonies had their own internal problems, such as inflation, dictatorships, famine, and inequality. How long has the world had these problems? Nico smiles faintly. It's a sad, worry smile. Since forever. Well, that's discouraging. The last bookshelf was different from the others. It contained works of literature. Those are my favorite books. They're very precious to me, which is why I keep them here. I see. Which one is your favorite? The Invention of Morale. By Adolf Boy Casares, though I haven't seen it in a while. I'm sure I bought it here, but I can't remember where I left it. Is it this one? You hold out the book, you found in the first drawer in the nightstand by your bed. Nico looks in surprise before breaking into an excited smile. Yes, that's it! Thank you for finding it! Here, I'll give it back to you. It's okay, you can keep it. I recommend it. Okay. Alright. It's like, yeah, I found it in my room. It's like,
Wait, it was in your room?
yeah, it was in the drawer that just wouldn't open. You keep the book, you'll probably be able to read it once the tour is over. There we go. There are several thick old books with leather covers and yellowed pages. He's probably very happy that we found it. Many of them were about survival strategies, such as rationing food, using analog machines, and operating power and ventilation systems. Nico, did you read all of this? Yes, I had to in order to manage this bunker. As the years have gone by, we've become increasingly dependent on technology, so we have to go back to the basics to survive. Looking at the large bookshelf packed with books, you're left speechless in amazement. Alright. I don't think there's anything else. Wait, this one. I forgot. I don't think I clicked this one. Belgrin, Arella, and Nerol. You look at the maps, and although the names of the marked places sound familiar, you don't recognize them. Where are we? Here in the south near the mountain range. Nico points to a city within the territory named Belgrin. I'm guessing we're somewhere around here. Around the Blast Zone. We're in America, right? Yes, exactly. Have you been remembering things? I think so. It's frustrating not knowing who I am or where I come from, but I feel like I remember little by little through small details. That's good, I'm happy for you, Snow. Nico's enthusiasm moves you, making you feel like you can rely on him in this situation. Do these countries carry out bombings as well? Point out to the countries surrounding Belgrin. Nico's expression becomes serious again. No, they don't possess nuclear weapons. Although I read that Neural was developing biological weapons. Neural was Belgrin's neighboring country, separated by a mountain range. But maybe they're just rumors. So we're in America. I'm guessing just... If it's like the USA America, then I'd be... Or North America, that'd be kind of interesting. Since, you know, those countries don't exist. Well, obviously, even in South America, those countries don't exist. So, maybe this is some timeline where other countries... I don't know what the fuck I've been talking about. Also, I need to charge my phone. Maybe they're just rumors. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. Alright. Yes. Go down, you won't be able to come back. I don't think there's any reason not to. Having finished inspecting the area, approach Nico. It guides you back into the hallway. There's only one level left. Follow me. Nico heads down the stairs. Descend into the short, simple hallway with 2 doors. This level is used exclusively for waste. Would you like to see it? I don't know if I want to see or smell waste. I don't think that's pleasant. I don't think that's pleasant. What's this? Waste that must be incinerated goes here. Like what? Things like used bandages, unusable plastic, or toxic waste. I see. Would it be alright if I asked you for your help with this waste later on? Oh sure, if I'm gonna live here, I might as well make myself useful, right? Yes, that would be the best. You didn't seem to be noticing the joking tone in your voice. I mean, it would be big help. Nico averts his gaze shyly, as if he made a mistake. Organic waste goes here. This is used to make compost, and we can produce biogas for cooking and heating water. Well, you've really thought of everything, haven't you? Nico smiles faintly at your words. Yes, but I have to warn you that it's dangerous, so let me handle it, alright? Really? Isn't this gonna be like what happened with the air system. Nico's face turned red. That was his alarmed voice phased into a mumble. That was a slip up and it won't happen again. You're lucky I knew what to do. Okay. There are a few plastic containers at the bottom of the bin. There are a few scraps of paper at the bottom of the bin. What is this one? There are a few glass bottles at the bottom of the bin. Alright. Having finished your tour, you feel boredom creeping in. Ugh, it's so boring! The tour's boring! You're boring, Nico! I don't like you. Alright. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Although you appreciate the privacy of your room, you decide to head into the living room and see what you can find to entertain yourself. Hey, Snow? Nico fidgets with his fingers beside the door you couldn't access earlier. I want to show you something. Does it have anything to do with that locked door over there? Caught off guard by your sarcasm, Nico looks away. Yes, it's something I've been working on. You approach Nico as he takes out his keyring and unlocks the door beside the room. Damn, you jingle your keys a ton. Nico opens the door and, stepping aside, giving you room to enter. How many fucking keys do you have? There's no way that's an actual real sky, since we're being exposed to the radiation. The light here is... Hold on. Unless it's glass. How the fuck did you do that? Do you have equipment to protect yourself against the radiation? On. Ceiling is... Oh wait. The light here is brighter than anywhere else in the bunker. And when you realize why, you can't take your eyes off the ceiling. The ceiling is curved like a dome, and the image above is so clear it looks like a few meters away. It's a bright blue sky. Its clouds drifting slowly through a distant current of air. Wow, what is it? Looks real. Nico hides a small, satisfied smile, clearly pleased by your enthusiasm. Amusement, because it is. But how? You said being close to the surface is dangerous. Wouldn't having a glass dome be counterproductive? It would be if the glass were in direct contact with the surface. Ah. Nico looks at the glass fondly, as if it were something very precious to him. What we're looking at is a mirror. Huh? I built a mechanism that lets us see the sky in real time. It's simple. A mirror is placed on the surface, reflecting the sky to another mirror underground, and that mirror projects this image onto this dome. That's why I call it the Skydome. That's what the name of the game. The name of the game. Oh, the name of the game. Sorry. Sorry. Following Nico's lead, you gaze at the ceiling or rather the sky. The glass is so clear that it feels as though if you broke it, you could step outside. Nico sits down on the sofa at the end of the room and invites you to sit beside him. In silence, you settle at the opposite end of the couch. What is this room for? It's a recreation room. There are books to read and board games to keep you entertained. Sorry for keeping it hidden. I wanted it to be a surprise. I know it isn't much fun being stuck in the ground without being able to go outside. So I wanted to show you my favorite part of the bunker. You like the sky? Nico smiles faintly. There's a glimmer of sadness in his eyes. I love it. I I couldn't stand the idea of being trapped without seeing the sun or the stars, so I built this room. Oh, accusing. Is this really your bunker? Did you kill someone to steal their bunker? Anyway, do you know a lot about... How old is this bunker? Oh, he looks mad. Do you know a lot about running bunkers? I'm not sure. Prepared for the possibility of living here alone. So having it organized with your presence in mind was unexpected. I'm not saying you're a burden. It's nice having you here, Snow. You remain silent, unsure how to respond to that little monologue. Nico clears his throat shyly. Sorry, I got off track. So, we're underneath a farm. Oh, yes, I used to run it. Just you? What about your family? Nico pauses and expression turns sad. I've been alone for a long time. Seem awfully young to be handling all of this. I'm 24. I turned 24 this year. Older than me. I see. I'm 21. He's 24. I see. Nico clears his throat lightly, clearly trying to get your attention. How are you? How are you feeling? My hands still hurt a little. Sorry, I can't be of much help. If only I had some useful medical knowledge. It's not your fault. You've already helped me a lot. Don't touch me. I don't want to do that one. You've already helped me a lot. Nico gives a small, grateful smile. Here, maybe this will help. What? See a box of medicine resting in Nico's open palm. They're painkillers. Accept the medication. Nodding your thanks. Thanks, Nico. Nico as in Nicholas? Oh no, it's actually from Domenico. Is that Italian? That's right. Nico falls silent, apparently unwilling to continue that conversation. Your gaze wanders around the room and settles on many bookshelves. You like reading? It's a hobby. I'm very passionate about rock music. I collect clothes and accessories from bands that I like. I like it too. Does it change if, like, we say, oh, I like movies or something? He's like, oh, I like movies. Do you want to listen to some music together? I'd love to. Of course. Nico smiles gratefully. He can't avoid to smile as well. Nico clears his throat against his throat. Changing the subject. You have any doubt? I can't imagine how hard it must be to have amnesia in a moment like this. There's some things that I'm not entirely clear about. You said the war broke out in several countries and that's why they started the bombings? Belgrade was a part of the war. Nico still stayed silent, looking at you carefully. Why are you asking that? I saw some flyers. They were recruiting soldiers. There was tension with Neural, the neighboring country. Let's not talk about that. What's important is that we get along. Suddenly he stands up. Now that you know the whole place, what do you think so far? Comfortable. Oh, I don't like him looking like that. Comfortable. Glad to hear that. I don't like him looking so angry. I'll leave you alone. Please. I want you to stay with you a little longer. Nico's cheeks flush as he was apparently speechless. Alright. Although Nico's voice trailed off slightly, you notice his enthusiasm when he sat down next to you again. You've learned a lot about today, about you, the bunker, and Nico. Nico seems to know what he's doing, as he has demonstrated he cares about you. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have done so already. However, there are some things that make you think he's hiding something. I want to trust him. So, you trust him. The war, the accident, his intention to protect you. You think that Nico is telling the truth. Maybe, mostly. Who knows? Therefore, you're gonna try to survive with him. Hold on. End of the demo. There you go. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna follow so I can. Follow. Okay, there we go. So that way I can get notified if there's more in the future. There we go. Alright. That was fun. Oh, sorry. Extras. Items. Return album. Oh yeah, these are part of the NSFW thing. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, not really as explicit, but anyway. All right. Da, 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 da. Let's do this. All right, Prisoners of Love. This is the next one. Prisoners of Love. Trying to charge my phone. Oh, there we go. Prisoners of Love. There we go. I've just been playing this riff so much. It's just a riff I made, and I'm just been playing it a ton because it's just ugh. I don't have my guitar stuff open, so I can't play it. Really. So you can't hear it well. You can only just hear my guitar. but you can't hear it well since I don't have my guitar plugged in. Anyway, this is Prisoners of Love. Let me start. This visual novel has been created for the Jose Jam and Automate Joe. Can't read. What? 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 Alright, can't play it. Can't play it. Maybe next time I'll try to download it again. Alright, okay. I guess I'll in stream. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll download some more. Alright, see ya.